Is Renaldo Gouws apologizing because he has come to the conclusion that being racist is bad and then it is not acceptable? Or is he apologizing because he doesn't want to lose the salary he's going to get in parliament? Because we have seen this so many times before. An Afrikaner or a white man racially abuses a black person, and then once there's a backlash or there's a reaction which is negative, then the white man apologizes, and then we all forget about it and move on. We have seen it when in UCT a white student urinated on the laptop of a black student. We have seen it where even white kids on live stream were calling this young black boy a kafir. So what are we seeing? We are seeing that this system is racist. Okay, this system is so racist that every time a black person is accused of corruption, you will never hear the end of it in the media. But when white people are accused of corruption, you hardly ever hear about it. We know about what happened in the rand manipulation. We know that the people who own these banks are white, but nobody's calling for their prosecution. Why? Because of what I've just said. Because they are white. We know about the Steinhoff corruption, which cost the PIC, the Public Investment Corporation, a state-owned enterprise, over 6 billion rands. And no Steinhoff executive has been charged or arrested. So you see, black people, as black people, we need to stop looking at the world the way we wish it to be and look at the world the way it is. The world is built on a racist structure. White people believe that they're at the top, and they also believe that black people must be at the bottom. That's why they don't take us like human beings. They've never came out and said that what they were saying during apartheid, where they were saying that black people are subhuman, they were wrong. They've never apologized for that. But now they want to form unity. They want to unite the black people and work together to build this country. But ironically, these markets reject black people who are elected by black people. These markets want black people who are approved by white people. So all I have to say is this. Black people, we must understand and accept that the world is built on racism. And we must adapt ourselves to it. So that we don't expect white people to act in a way that they don't really want to act. They don't really want to look at us as equal. They don't really want us to have the same opportunities. They don't really want us to be given a fair opportunity and chance at competing in anything in this country. Their aim, their existential objective is to oppress, to dominate. That's why they will always be racist. I mean, didn't you hear what the ICC prosecutor said? He said that the ICC, the International Criminal Court, was instituted to prosecute Africans. And white people other white people believe that they are gangsters, like Vladimir Putin. You see, so we have to accept the system as it is and adjust ourselves to it so that we may not be disappointed every time you hear that some Afrikaner or European has racially abused a black person in South Africa. Because that's what we should be able to expect. Because what do you think happened to the people who enjoyed the apartheid? They didn't leave the country. They're still there. And what do you think happened? Do you think they sat down and said, this racism thing is bad. Black people are also human beings. We should treat them as equal. No. They just don't act. I mean, they just don't call you a derogatory name. But they act in a racist manner. That's why I'm saying that no one is going to prosecute the banks for manipulation. That's racism. But they want Paul Mashatile not to be in parliament because of corruption. That's the DA. But the DA will never have anything to say about rand manipulation. They'll never have anything to say about the stand of corruption. So the world is racist. We are looked at as the scum of the earth, and my people are looked at as the model human beings which all the other races must aspire to be like. And we have to realize that we will never, ever impress white people. White people will never come at the point where they say, oh, these people are actually human beings like us. We should treat them like equals. We will never do that. That's why I'm saying that we have to accept the world as it is, not the way we wish it to be. If you already see even international organizations like ICC saying that they are there to prosecute only Africans, not white people, what does that tell you? It tells you that the whole system is based on racism. The white man is the model human being, the black person is the scum. And that's how they've been treating us. So every time I make a video and then some African or European comments say you're racist, I just say, I'm not being racist. I'm just adjusting myself to the way the system is. So I'm not really going to be nice to white people. I'm not really going to hate them. I just understand that they believe that they're superior to me. And then I also have to believe that I'm superior. You see? And I'm going to demonstrate that I'm superior. Because that's how the world is. If somebody doesn't want you, why do you keep following them and wanting them to want you? Because we're always trying to have to make white people apologize for doing something that they really believe in. Because you can't say that at 25 I was young and then I'm not racist. Because if we were to really go into this and say, okay, at 25 you were young and then you were racist, but you have to tell us who taught you these things which you say. Where are the adults who taught you these things? So that we can deal with those adults. Because now you're dealing with this man who believed that he was young, but you're not dealing with those older people who taught him to think the way that he's thinking. So when he goes home, he's just going to say, oh, these kafirs are just doing that. I'm just going to apologize and I'm going to get my money. Because that's what do you think behind closed doors Renaldo is saying? He's going to say, well, I've apologized. So anybody who does not accept my apology, that means he's the one who's racist. He's the one who doesn't want this country to unite and move, work together towards building whatever the market wants. You see, the world is built on racism. White people may have made themselves or believe that they are the model human beings and the black people are scum. Black people have to adapt themselves to that. It doesn't mean we have to accept that we are scum. We just have to realize that there's nothing that the white man's system can offer us. And when we accept that there's nothing that the white man's system can offer us, then we have no choice but to build our own systems, where we will be superior in our own systems. As long as we want something from this white man's system, they'll always be superior because it's their system. If we build our own systems, then we will be superior because it will be our systems.